There you see Daniel Schreiber, a StarCraft player as well, also a former roommate of Patry and Elke. He made the final table in Seoul. Guillaume Patry, all in with pocket aces. There will be a side pot in this situation also.
And the flop is queen, 8, deuce. Nobody hits anything.
Great flop for Patry. Ace is still in front. 2 more cards. And he's going to win a monster pot here and become a real contender.
You're going to freeze if you want.
And the turn, a 6 of spades.
Wow, what a turn of events here.
No bad beat, fold.
No bad beat? You just put a bad beat on aces, right? Well, now the 3 6s for Elke Grospellier, a huge favorite to win this pot. Patry also has to worry about Lee catching a 3 here because there is a side pot.
It's a river. Come on.
And the river, a 7 of clubs.
So Elke will win the main pot, Patry wins the side pot, and Lee a big dent to his stack.
Wow, almost $750,000 in chips in that pot. Traded between 3 players. Dan Schreiber can now take a seat again.
So Patry wasn't eliminated on the hand, but certainly not happy about the result.
20 blinds, what can I do? 10 blinds.
So Elke gets some help while Guillaume's aces hold up and they can both keep their seats. Their journey to this final table started with another game that these former roommates used to play quite well.
Elke and I lived together for a total of 5 years. We were in the same team of StarCraft players. StarCraft is a game that came out about 10 years ago, and it became really, really popular in Korea.
Every week we play on TV. There's about 800,000 viewers for every show, so we get a lot of exposure, and when we go out, everybody recognizes us.
In StarCraft, you have to know what your enemy is going to do before you can see it. So it's kind of the same as poker. You don't see their cards, but you gotta know what they could have. Elke is the first who started making a lot of money playing poker. And I started playing because of him.
I love the competition, and I love to try to outplay and outsmart people.
What are the odds that 2 friends are going to be at the final of a major tournament?
We're talking about it before the tournament, and we're like, wow, that would be kind of crazy.
We're hoping that it's going to be a heads up.
I really hope we can both make it heads up, and I hope I win, of course.
Well, we know that they were friends, but if Elke puts another bad beat on him like that, we'll see just how strong that friendship is.
And Guillaume Patry looks down at an ace. And that's all we see, an ace, and he moves all his chips in.
Well, it's good enough at this point. So short on chips, he figures, doesn't matter what the other card is, I'm going to move all in anyway.
Action on Sang-kyung Kim with pocket 6s.
Very difficult hand to play in these types of situations. When you have a small pair, you don't mind being the first to put it all in. But when someone else raises, your best case scenario is a coin flip situation, usually. And your worst case is they have a bigger pair, which means you're pretty much dead.
And he does indeed call, so Guillaume Patry will be all in for his tournament life.
Hope now that that other card is higher than a 6.
And it is an 8 of clubs, so he has 2 overcards.
Well, you see there now he's in a coin flip situation. 56-44 for the pair of 6s. Very, very close.
Guillaume Patry stands up because he knows that if he doesn't win this hand, he will be out of the tournament.
Patry trying to make a name for himself in the poker world, much like his ex-roommate Elke has, both coming from the gamer world, StarCraft pros.
The flop, an ace, a 9, a 3.
That's a great flop, obviously, for Patry. He's hit his ace, and now a 91% favorite. This is what happens when you live and die by the sword, by playing these small pairs, as Kim called with the 6s.
A turn is a 4 of spades.
1 more card left. Kim's going to need a 6 and only a 6 to eliminate Patry. Otherwise, he's going to double up and become a force in this event.
And the river is a jack of spades, so Guillaume Patry wins the pot with a pair of aces and doubles up.
Good aggressive play there, moving all in with the ace-8. Marginal call at best with the 6s.
So the ex-roommate's dream of going heads up is still alive. As we take a look at our chip count, due to the chips he gave to Patry and Grospellier in that hand we saw earlier, Dinley has lost the chip lead to Ivan Tan, but it's still a close race.
Well, with Dinley's style, you should expect him to be like a roller coaster, up and down.
And Sang-kyung Kim has picked up ace-queen.
Another strong hand here for Kim. Coming off that loss with the pocket sixes here, raising with ace-queen.
Makes it 60,000 to go.
I like this play. It's about 3 times the blind. Of course, the blinds are 10 and 20,000.
Over to Joe Hasham. Picks up pocket aces.
Again, this is the second time that Joe has picked up aces at this final table. He's also had kings. Lots of really strong hands, but not a lot of chips. Didn't get any action that first time he had the aces. He's going to want some this time.
And he will re-raise to the tune of 150,000.
Why did you leave there? Back for Kim.
Taxi money.
Kim curious as to why Joe Hasham didn't go all in.
Sang-kyung Kim is all in, and Joe Hasham snap calls him. Joe Hasham all in for his tournament life, but is in great shape to double up.
Well, about as good as you can be before the flop. Hasham with aces against ace-queen. Hasham complained a little bit the first time. He didn't get any action with his aces as Elke folded his hand before the flop. But this time, Kim does play with his ace-queen.
And Joe goes over to sit with his lovely wife, Jeannie Hasham, who usually brings him luck.
Only aces.
Only aces, you know. Must be nice.
Well, Sang-kyung Kim is in bad shape here.
He needs an absolute miracle.
He does need a miracle. He'd have to catch some kind of a straight. Also maybe 3 queens, some kind of flush. He does have a heart and a spade if 4 of those were to come out. As you can see, the percent, just 8% for that to happen.
And the flop is King, Jack, 5.
Oh, no.
Joe doesn't like that flop one bit.
Now he's got 4 outs.
Exactly. Now he knows that any 10s, and Hasham's in trouble. He could be eliminated here with a 10.
All of a sudden, Sang-kyung Kim is starting to smile a little bit at the hope.
Well, he went from 8% to 17%. Hasham rooting for a queen here.
And the turn card.
Just one time.
Thunderous 10 on the turn.
So the tables have turned, and now just to stay alive, to split this pot, Joe Hasham would need one of the 2 queens left in the deck. Just an amazing turn of events here. Hasham, one of the favorites to win it all, looks like he's about to be eliminated here unless he can catch one of the queens on the river.
Is there a queen in the deck? No, the river is a 4 of hearts, and Sang-kyung Kim has eliminated the world champion, Joe Hasham.
Joe Hasham is stunned, but as you can see, a classy exit, shaking everybody's hand, wishing everyone good luck despite taking about as bad a beat as you can in a game like Texas Hold'em.
Joe will take home just under 25,000 US dollars for his efforts, and Kim will get Hasham's chips, the first timer looking strong, and Joe Hasham is with Erin McNaught.
Joe, sometimes you do everything right and it still goes wrong. How do you feel?
Not good. What do you do? It's a game that we play, you know. Landmark tournament in this part of the world, you know. Like, it would have meant a lot to me to go on and win it. I played my heart out for 3 days, and just to get gutted like that, how do you expect me to feel?
Well, you did Australia proud, as usual. Thank you.
Joe Hasham made poker history in 2005 in Las Vegas and was hoping to do it again in Macau.
One of those days.
But it just wasn't in the cards. Now 7 players remain, but only one can be the latest winner on the PokerStars.net Asia Pacific Poker Tour. Next time we crown a champion. We'll see you then back in Macau.